We're going to talk about the 3 biggest myths in real estate sales. When you get your license, don't listen to these myths. You just don't have to. Now, there are actually quite a few myths. We'll get into details on some of the other ones later, but these are 3 of the biggest, and you do not have to pay attention to them. There are better ways. I'm going to show them to you right now. Yeah, I'm the guy who helps real estate agents quit working long hours and weekends and make all the money they want to make so they can spend all the time they want with their family. Doesn't matter what the market condition is or how much experience you have. We're going to take a look at some myths right now, whether you've been in the business for a long time or just started. These are myths that you can set aside. You don't have to listen to this. One of those myths is that you have to work long hours and weekends. Well, I've proven that you do not. And you can still make a very lucrative income. Why do agents think you have to work long hours and weekends? Well, the reason is because they're told by others that they do. You've probably heard lots of myths in lots of different industries that just are not true. In real estate, that happens as well. Why do you have to work weekends? Well, what about holding open houses? Well, quite sincerely, open houses, and I've written this in more than one book, are simply designed for agents to pick up buyers. If you want to pick up buyers, if you want to spend your Sunday afternoons trying to pick up buyers, when there are a myriad of other ways to do that, then by all means, go ahead and work Sundays or Saturdays. However, if you'd rather spend your time with your family and exercise some of the other extremely effective ways to pick up buyers through niche marketing, we can help you learn how to do that and do it very, very effectively. I haven't worked weekends since I can remember, quite sincerely. My kids are both grown. Didn't work weekends the entire time they were growing up. Never, ever did I work weekends. What about long hours into evenings? Well, most agents will work long hours into the evenings because of listing appointments or showing buyers, because that's when they can look. Same thing with really weekends. They'll show buyers on the weekends. But after hours, well, guess what? You do not have to do that to earn a great living in real estate. My listing appointments, and yes, even in the environment through the pandemic, that was possible. But before that, before so many people started working from home, my listing appointments were at 11:15 or 1:15. Once in a while, I would set an appointment at 4:15. Now, first of all, you wonder why the 1:15 or the 11:15. When you set an appointment at an odd time, people tend to remember. So I quite often set appointments for 1:15 or 1:25 or 1:45, things like that. It's much easier to remember. It sticks in your mind better than the round number 1 or 2 or whatever the case is. My listing appointments, always during the day. Never missed dinner with my family, ever. Did not have listing appointments in the evening. Now, if a seller absolutely will not work with you on that, you got to think about it. Maybe if you're just getting started, you want to start getting your foot in the door. But I really don't want to work with sellers who aren't willing to work with me. It's a two-way street. So you don't have to work long hours and weekends. You can manage your time. It's very easy to learn the process of someone saying, well, could you come over at 6? I'm so sorry. I have a commitment and I can't make it. Could you do it at 11:15 or 1:45? If you'll offer the option rather than just accepting it, then you can break this myth. Now, here's another myth, that you have to call people you don't know. You have to call people, and it's very uncomfortable to do so. Now, I have heard that there are some agents who like to cold call. I'm not sure I actually believe that. If there are, it's really, really a rare personality. Very, very small percentage of people actually like to pick up the phone and talk to people they've never talked to, who don't really want to be talking to them. So let me share something with you. It's called interruption marketing. When you call someone and they're not expecting your call, you're interrupting whatever they're doing. Marketing takes care of that. The people I do business with and the people whom I coach do business with are people who want to do business with me. They call me. The people I teach to market to niche market, again, the most powerful strategy in real estate. The people that call them want to talk to them. It's not an interruption. As a matter of fact, they nearly, and I will share with you how they nearly sometimes demand that we come out and talk to them. But it's always on our schedule. When you're an expert, when you are considered a specialist, sellers are going to work on your terms, not demand that you work on their terms. Now, when I say the demand that I come out and talk to them, I'll give you an example. I was about to leave town, and my assistant handled a prospect who said, "Hey, I'd like to talk to Stuart." And she said, "Well, he's going out of town. How about I get some information to you, and we'll confirm an appointment when he returns?" And the lady said, "Fine." So my assistant took out a package to her, and once she got that package, she called back and said, "When's he leaving?" She admitted that it was actually a flight later in the day, and the lady practically demanded. Now, when I say demanded, really wanted to talk to me before I left town because of the marketing she had in her hands. She really wanted to list her home with me. So the term I was using is she was really kind of demanding that I come list her home. Isn't that the kind of prospect you'd like? Someone who really wants you to come list their home. It's really a fantastic way to do business. When you're considered an expert, people are going to want to do business with you. And that's what niche marketing is all about. Here's another myth. You're going to have an inconsistent income. It's going to be up and it's going to be down because it's seasonal and because there's market changes. Well, I'll share something with you. My income has always been great in booms, in busts, normal markets. It doesn't matter because, quite sincerely, we can take that marketing faucet and turn it up and turn it down. I've been asked many times, well, what market do you like best, or what do you think the market's going to be in the next 6 months or next year? It's really unpredictable. What do you think is going to happen? I will just tell you what I tell people. I tend to be kind of blunt, and I say, I don't care. I'm going to adapt to whatever the market has to offer. I don't have to try to control the market. The market's going to do what the market does. I'm going to adapt to it and serve my clients in niche market in a way that people will want to do business with me. Now, a lot of people want to do business with me in a down market because the need is much stronger. In a super hot market, guess what? I've got a very nice, consistent stream of business because of my expertise. So good market, bad market, and different market. I've had agents with very little experience learn niche marketing and develop a very consistent income. Actually even take listings from top producers. So whether you're experienced, very experienced, whether the market's good, bad, normal, your income does not have to wildly fluctuate. My income is relatively similar in November as it is in May. Bottom line is that when you're managing your business and you have control of how your marketing is implemented, you can set these myths aside. You really can set myths aside. And there are a lot of others, but these are the three biggies. And I'm going to tell you again, you don't have to work long hours and weekends. You can spend all the time you want with your family. You can set appointments when you want to set them, not when the client wants to set them. That doesn't mean you're not going to provide the greatest service ever. My clients give me, I hardly ever get anything other than the very top review you can possibly get, because they don't think of it any other way than they're getting the greatest service available through me. It doesn't occur to them, hey, we really would have rather met at 6:30, but Stuart couldn't. That doesn't occur to them. The bottom line is that the level of service we provide is so high that doing it on our terms is absolutely, they're thrilled to do it. I hope that makes sense. You do not have to have an inconsistent income. You do not have to work long hours and weekends, and you don't have to do a bunch of cold calling to people you don't know. Marketing is about people contacting you who want to do business with you, not you calling people to try to talk them into do business with you. And there's a big difference in the way that relationship starts. I hope you'll take the time to watch some more videos. There's some great marketing tips every single Tuesday called Tuesday Morning Tips. Here's one right here. It is the absolute most powerful strategy you can use when you drive traffic online. Take a look at it, and I hope to see you on that video.